Attorney General Ken Paxton. It got pretty heated. Before we get to you, Ken, let's just show the viewer Rashida Tlaib really ripping into Thomas Homan. Watch this.
Mr. Homan, as a fellow American, I just want you to know your contribution as acting director of ICE under this administration will always be remembered as one that was very ruthless and inhumane treatment of asylum seekers. As the author of the separation policy and now of this sick, preventing people, sick children before this committee, seeking life-saving medical treatment.
Now watch Thomas Homan firing back at Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
In my 34 years, I've never seen such hate toward a law enforcement agency in my life that you want to abolish them rather than doing your job and legislate.
Homan, your
if they don't like it, legislate. You can't. I don't think Congress is in the habit of enacting laws.
Mr. Homan, your time is expired.
Ken Paxton, factcheck.org says that under the Obama administration, there were families separated from their children. And Thomas Homan also reminded Tlaib that ICE has saved women and children from sex trafficking, taken criminals off the streets, stopped MS-13, captured enough drugs to kill the entire U.S. population 2 times over. What was your reaction to this fiery hearing?
Well, he's absolutely right. I mean, his job is to follow the law, and the fact that he was being criticized by the Congresswoman for doing that, I guess, is not surprising, but that's actually what was happening. He has to implement the law that Congress put in place. She's in Congress. If she wants to change it, she should do it.
Just a few minutes ago, the Supreme Court handed President Trump a victory, ruling that the administration can enforce nationwide its new restrictions on asylum seekers. There's been court fights over that one. Your take on that?
Not surprised at all. The president has the authority under federal law to restrict the entry of any class of non-resident alien that he views as detrimental to the country. He has a lot of discretion as it relates to immigration, as it relates to asylum, as it relates to refugees, and he acted under his authority doing that. So I'm not surprised that the Supreme Court upheld the nationwide, or struck down the ban on the nationwide injunction.
Here, let's turn to this. Princeton Policy Advisors estimates that 600,000 illegal immigrants will cross the border this year. Even Democrat Tulsi Gabbard is calling for walls at the border. Watch this.
I don't support open borders. Without secure borders, we don't really have a country. We've got to have secure borders. This is not Trump's wall from sea to shining sea. It's about seeing, again, what makes sense. In some places, it may make the most sense to have a wall or some kind of physical barrier in place. In other places, it won't make sense.
Tulsi Gabbard is sounding like Senator Obama, Senator Clinton, and Joe Biden. Your take on this?
Well, I couldn't agree with her more. She's right. We do need border security, and without it, we are not a nation. Every other nation in the world has some type of immigration policy that makes sense. We're certainly lacking in that right now. And she's also right. We don't need a border along the entire. We don't need a wall along the entire border. We do need security, and whether that's through technology or a wall or more border agents, we need something.
Let's shift gears. Over in California, they're now considering a new bill to give free health care to illegal immigrants over 65 years old. What's your take here?
Doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why they do that. It's going to cost their taxpayers a lot of money. We're certainly not going to do that in our state. You're talking about people who are coming here illegally, and you're incentivizing them to come. And as Secretary Hellman talked about, when you do that, you create other problems like human trafficking and drug trafficking and the other issues that we're dealing with in my state.
We were watching parts of the hearing today, waiting for any Democrat reaction to the crimes committed by illegal immigrants on American soil and the lack of what many say is justice. We have an 8th illegal immigrant accused of rape in Maryland, and an illegal immigrant just sentenced to 6 years in prison. He had enough fentanyl to kill 500,000 Americans. Your reaction to all that? Where's the Democrat reaction to this?
Apparently, those are all very inconvenient stories, and the problem is there's so many of those stories. I wish that these people, these Democrats who are not interested in this issue and not protecting our border, had the opportunity to talk to some of the victims' families, people who have lost loved ones. Maybe that would wake them up to the problem that we have as it relates to illegal immigration.
Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, thank you so much.